At this point, you'll see all of our little cups are yellow and blue. So um, we can go in and get the rest of our yellow cups, which is also up here. So that gives us 3 more yellow cups. The first one is the mayor. Yes, I'll go take care of her. The next one is down by the water. The third one is right at the gate. Now, before we step out into here, we want to do a couple of things. One, we want to train. Let me see. There's a ranger. What I'm looking for on this one is the I'm looking for the rogue trainer. And the reason I'm looking for the rogue trainer is there'll be parts of quest I cannot complete the optionals if I do not have the ability to pick locks. Plain and simple. Yes, I know, I still want to. And let me see if we've got 3 action points to spend. So here, what we are looking for primary is spot, open lock, and disable device. We'll put 3 into each of those. No, we won't. We need to up our search a bit, so we'll put the search in there. I forgot that one. So we're putting in spot, search, open lock, and disable device. That shows us what all the stuff that we got. Now we're going to, this is the Control plus R key opens this up. And we can start looking at where we want to put these. And we want to do it where we get the maximum amount of damage or whatever. Universal spell power will cause our spells to be more powerful, do more damage. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I do believe on this one, is one, I'm going to reduce my threat. That way they will center onto my summoned monster instead of me more often. The next I am going to, since I'm using primarily Eldritch Blast, I'm going to stack that. And then I'm going to add +2 to my universal spell power. So I have reduced my threat, or I've reduced my personal threat. I have created a stack and increased my universal spell power, which also affects my spell damage. All right. The last thing we want to do before we exit the city is, now that we have money and everything, we are now going to stop and get ourselves some lockpicks. You're going to need these for the next section. I want to buy 100 of them. They do not have to be down here. They're used automatically. I want to open my character sheet. I want to go to my skills. And here, bring down my open lock. Disable device is typically passive, which means I don't need it down here to do anything, but I'm going to pull it down just in case I run across something that will require that. Now we are set to go outside. He's for later. We cannot do anything with him. Now, at this point, you can cheat. This is the DDO wiki. This is Maps of Wilderness Adventures, okay? So I could literally find the map of Karthos Island here. And up here you have small, medium, and full. In case, like me, you're partially blind. Alright, this is where you enter. And this shows all the points and all the optionals, such as where the bosses, the random bosses will appear, the areas that you have to explore to get your points. That helps you with all of that in case you run into an issue with that. And that's just at ddowiki.com, and we want map of Karthos Island at this point. But if you do all of the maps, just wilderness maps, you'll get the whole list of everything.